Imagine America in the Jet Age. Europe had the Concorde, fast, sleek, supersonic. So the US asked, why not us too? They launched the SST, supersonic transport, a futuristic jet that could fly at Mach 3, nearly 3,700 kilometers per hour, faster than the Concorde, twice the speed of sound. This plane was supposed to revolutionize travel, shrinking the world and redefining what it meant to fly. It had momentum, it had money, it had motivation, but then reality hit. Sonic booms shook cities. Windows cracked, people panicked, fuel prices soared, politicians got nervous, and in 1971, the US cancelled the SST. So what went wrong? Why did America's supersonic dream fall from the sky before it ever truly flew? One of the biggest problems was noise. SST test flights created massive sonic booms, shock waves produced when something breaks the sound barrier. Over 1,200 flights were tested across the US, and the result? Thousands of noise complaints, windows shattered, buildings vibrated, pets ran away, and the residents were furious. In response, the FAA banned commercial supersonic flights over land in 1973. This decision was devastating. The SST could now only fly overseas routes, limiting its market and usefulness. Then came the cost. The SST was designed to fly faster than Concorde and use advanced features like a swing wing design, wings that moved mid-flight for better performance. But that design proved too heavy and complicated. Engineers scrapped it, causing delays and redesigns. At the same time, fuel prices were rising, and supersonic jets burned a lot of it. Suddenly, the SST started to look like an energy-guzzling money pit. There were also environmental fears. Scientists warned that high-altitude emissions from the SST could damage the ozone layer. Activists and environmental groups amplified these concerns, putting more pressure on lawmakers. Public opinion turned sharply against the project. And finally, politics. Unlike the Concorde, which was fully backed and subsidized by the British and French governments, the American SST depended on Congress. And when the cost kept rising and the public kept protesting, political support crumbled. In 1971, Congress voted to cut funding. The SST was officially grounded. The cancellation hurt the US aerospace industry, which had already invested heavily in development. It also ended the country's chance at leading civilian supersonic travel. Meanwhile, the Concorde flew passengers for decades, not profitably, but proudly. The story of the American SST is more than a tale of a plane that never flew. It's a lesson. Even the most advanced technology needs more than ambition. It needs public trust, environmental responsibility, and long-term political support.